How you doing? Milsurp Garage here. This video is going to be on 7.62 by 39 ammo. This would be specifically tailored for somebody who has an SKS, but of course the round would be good for anything that's chambered in that round, in that caliber. You got an SKS, my advice is, first thing, get yourself a crate of these. It's obviously Yugo, and it comes on these stripper clips. In my opinion, it's worth it to get a case of these to end up with enough stripper clips that you'll ever need. You'll never need to buy a case. Obviously, they're a little bit more. You spend a little bit more and you get a little bit less because they're on the stripper clips. But definitely your first move. Now, if you want to use some of this, you want to just take some of it off the stripper clips, up to you. But I think this is the first step. And my case here that came on the stripper clips is, not going to focus, is 1971, as you can see on there. Now here, you can decode these boxes here for a date. Right here is the 71, that's going to be the year. And then the 02 is going to be the day. Don't think that that's February. You kind of come over here. They kind of do it backwards in a lot of places where it's 07, so that's July 2nd. So it's July 2nd, 1971 is when this was, I suppose, boxed. And that was what my crate was. My crate was 1971. Now, after you get yourself a crate of these, from then on, you can get a little bit more ammo for a little bit less money by just going with these, which are basically the same round, except without the stripper clips. And the stripper clip boxes are 4 stripper clips, 4 10-round stripper clips, so there's 40 in a box. These are 15 in a box. And just about all you can understand on here is the 15 and the caliber. And then I would assume that means full metal jacket. I would assume that this means something important. I saw someone break it down online, but from what we know already, it's November 1st, 1987. And then here we go on the head stamp. On the head stamp, we have a blur. We have a 1987. So from then on, you have these stripper clips to do what you want with. You could buy this, brass. This Yugo ammo. It's brass case, copper jacketed. They roll away very easily, and unfortunately, corrosive and burn-in primed. That's what we deal with, though, with the surplus ammo. One heads up, you see the roundness to the primer? You see how it's kind of like shaped like a little bit of a round, like almost like there's just a ball bearing stuck in there. It's not flat. It's kind of like that's how you can tell that they're corrosive. The burn-in primers have that rounded look to them. Whereas I'll show you next, we'll show you some non-corrosive stuff. Then, my opinion, see, I hold on to this stuff. I stockpile as much as I can. I mean, what can you do? Ammo's expensive now. But that stuff I hold on to. Why to hold on to the corrosive stuff, I don't know. But it just seems kind of cool to just hold on to the brass stuff. I think you never need to go anywhere but here. And this stuff is decently priced, non-corrosive. I mean, it's the same non-reloadable stuff. Can't reload it. But, it's just good stuff. It's good stuff, and you have two choices. You have two choices when you go here. You can go with, and then here, see, I just load up the stripper clips. I just load up the stripper clips with this stuff, and you can go with the full metal jacket. And you see the primer, you see how it's flatter? That flat look to it is how you're going to tell that it's non-corrosive. Even the older stuff. Or you could go with soft point, which I don't have, or hollow point. These things are supposedly devastating. There's some videos online that show the difference between the full metal jacket and the hollow point hitting different stuff. Some guy even shoots pizza dough. But man, I've never seen it such a huge difference. I don't know if it has something to do with the ballistics because it's a mid-size round and it's not quite traveling as fast as most of the rounds that I'm used to. A lot of the full-size cartridges, the 8 mils, the 30-06s, the 7.5 by 55s. But the difference in the amount of damage that these do with the hollow point, and supposedly the hollow points are more accurate. I don't know how this happens, but that's what I hear. And then, like I said, the soft point also. This is the only stuff you'd ever need to use. You don't have to worry about cleaning it in 17 minutes or spraying Windex down your barrel, which I got to tell you right now, I don't want to start any kind of craziness on the, not like anybody comments on my videos anyway, but don't ever spray anything with water. Don't ever use water. Please. No water. Water plus metal equals rust. Just clean the corrosive stuff off. You don't have to spray Windex into the barrel or like an ammonia water mix. It's water. You ever see what a car looks like an old car that someone's storing and they keep it in their driveway? Whether they cover it, whatever they do to it, whatever. They could cover it, they could, even if they drive it every day. You see what it looks like year after year? What it starts to look like? And then, everyone knows that nutty guy that's got the car in the garage. Never takes it out when it rains. Never even really see him wash it. Just maybe every once in a while on a nice sunny day, it goes for a little ride to the store and comes back. Dusts it off with his little feather duster, puts the cover back on, puts it back in the garage. You ever see a speck of rust on that car? They're both cared for the same. One gets wet, one doesn't. Avoid moisture. That is the key. Avoid moisture. Well, anyway, not to get off on a tangent. I could do a whole video just on that. But, yeah. Those are the stripper clips there. You need to just load up on those with the first purchase. And you want to burn through all the Yugo brass cased and keep the stripper clips, fine. Then move yourself into Wolf. I opted to keep all this brass stuff. I got a case of the stripper clip, case of the non-stripper clip, put them away, and just bought some Wolf. I think the Wolf stuff will always be around, but then see what's scary about the Wolf here. Right down here on the bottom. Made in what, huh? Is there even going to be a Ukraine soon? But then again, I mean, the Russians were never really shy about giving us ammunition. I think if they went in and took over Ukraine, they would just crank the factory up and just give us twice as much. But, whenever there's something political crap going on in an area, you always got to, wonder about their exports and what's going to happen. But this stuff is good. Actually, anything comparable to it. I know there's a couple of other brands that are the same steel case stuff. They're the same. Pretty much the same. But it's all you ever really need to shoot, as far as I'm concerned. And that's it. Until they release some that Russian steel core stuff. And I started to get into these rounds and started to pay a little bit more attention to what's going on. It's weird how they do these bans. Like they ban the steel core ammo and call it. They call it like armor piercing, so that's why it's illegal. It's armor it doesn't pierce armor any more than anything. It's certainly not armor piercing ammunition. It's like a soft metal core. Some of them, they even have like a bimetal jacket, and they try to say that that's armor piercing. So like all the Russian 7.62 by 39 is off limits to us. And I didn't even realize that. Like how we buy the Mosin ammo, someone's going to make a Mosin pistol, and then that's going to be the end of that. They say you can't have it as a pistol round, so somebody made an AK pistol. That was the end of that. They get you with these bands with this stuff that just makes no sense. Well, the Yugo stuff's still okay. The Yugo stuff, it's just a bimetal jacket, but there's no steel in there. Those are lead core, so as long as that stuff lasts. I see chat threads from 3 years ago where they talk about get it now. It's all gone. Everybody's out. You see anybody with it, buy it. I mean, yeah, the price is going up, but it's still around. You can only imagine that there's just warehouse after warehouse over in Bosnia somewhere. They just keep finding new stockpiles of this stuff because they probably sure had enough of it. All right, enjoy everyone.